Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19. Coming on the field is...
Manchester United get the second half going.
Neymar.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Corner number 3 coming up. He saw the danger and he went, and he shoots! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Picks out, he's had a shot! It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
51 minutes in. Number 8.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Lionel Messi.
South Korea with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Cruyff. And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Varane cuts it out. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Unai Simon tries to clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, such a clever touch. Looks a terrific effort. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Dink through. Vitinha. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And that is well cleared. Tries to play it through. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Korea Republic, number 19.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Cahoon coming on the field.
That
Number
looks a
10,
decent ball. He's
Ronaldinho.
quick to return it.
Number 6,
Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. He's having a hit! Varane makes the interception. Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Matthews Cunha. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Matthews Cunha.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
South Korea still have the cards to affect this game. No, that's been intercepted, and it's with the keeper. Unai Simon punts it upfield. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Thuram. Vitinha, who is rarely short on confidence.
South Korea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 83 minutes in.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Manchester United have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Might want to be careful there.
South Korea could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Thuram. And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Bellingham is onto this, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Cucurella. And that is expertly dealt with. And that is a little undercooked. Matthews Cunha's cross.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Played with speed from back to front. And that was nowhere near his best. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass somewhat off target. 5 minutes to add. Vitinha. Oh, some tackle that. It's a pretty loose pass. Desai. The end. Time is up. South Korea pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to...
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Ferran Torres. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! Looking for options for movement. Hazard. It's Hazard! Has a look and plays it forward. Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Almeria have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Looks across and plays it in. Albert Ferrer clears it away. Koundé. Bellingham. That is good alertness. Yaya Toure. Caceres. Now it's Messi. And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. 15 minutes till half-time. Cruyff. Guardiola. And it's Yaya Toure. That's Caceres. Roberto Carlos. Driving forward. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. He's found. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been... And another try! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Bellingham is offering a right smile there. Almeria really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Roberto Carlos takes aim and crosses. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. Ferran Torres. And it's Bellingham. Tchouameni. And here's Azar. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Cucurella. Oh, he's played it in low. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe could move up a gear here. Bellingham.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Almeria just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. We're on the move again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Short changes him with that pass. He's a sharp little ball here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. That's a good foray he's making. Look at the space here. That's an excellent interception. Cruyff, nicely aimed pass. And it's Cruyff. Foot in. Vermeer, never out of the action for very long. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bale being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Tries to pass it through. Almeria are still that goal to the good. And here's Mbappe. Shot, surely!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would serve.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
So we have movement on both benches. Almeria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Fermin really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Lewandowski. That's a little off target. Well timed, excellent interception. Almeria are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Messi knocks it into space. It's Bale! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Triol wins the duel this time. Suarez going after that. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bale, nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Lopez. Messi. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Lewandowski.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lewandowski. That is a brilliant interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Pepe. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Almeria have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And here's Lewandowski. Isco. That's the keeper's ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's on it, can he get away? Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff is flagged offside. Messi. And it's Lopez. Now it's Oyarzabal. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's picked it up out wide.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. He's picked his way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos. And time is up. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Puyol. And that is a little undercooked. Goulet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lopez. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries one from range! Now, there's a terrific hit. Cruyff. Guardiola. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Koundé carries the ball down the right. Luis Suarez. Messi.
Almeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedri. And it's Lopez. Thinks about the shot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. And he's there to clear it. Almeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's destined for the flank. There's a look up and delivers. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Laporte. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Kubasi. It's Pedri. And it's Partey. Koundé. Lovely pass. Pedri!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Almeria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's managed to get free. Koundé was in no mood for any of that. Can he get it through? Guardiola is the team's great visionary. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Can he get onto this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Pedri. And Gula. Fermin. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Almeria come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. El dorsal
Second period is
16.
underway.
Serán sustituidos por...
Well, I think starting
el
this
dorsal
half
11.
in a strong
El
manner
dorsal
is essential,
7.
Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And he skips past his man. Roberto Carlos has the space to scheme. Oh, they could break here. Azar. Puyol. Roberto Carlos. And it's Guardiola. He's a sharp little ball here. Elects to cross. Cleared away. Good read, needed to be. Oh, this looks sharp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Almeria still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Yaya Toure. Camavinga. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kubasi. And it's Gavi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Almeria are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Pedri. Luis Suarez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Oh, terrible pass. Well, the manager might be... Ah, he's given it away. Tries to pass it through. Ah, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he cuts out the supply. Looking for options for movement. Pedri. And it's Yaya goes for the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Caught offside that time. Azar. Defending was strong and firm. That's a lovely, neat pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's being urged to shoot.
Almeria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Suarez really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Threads one in. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, good climb! Cleared without hesitation. And he's forced to go back.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spread neatly. Nice interception, well timed. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Camavinga. Pedri. And here's Suarez. Now there's a... It's Asa! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19, Messi. El dorsal 18, Bale. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 24, Yaya Touré. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 20, Luis Suárez.
He has found the way through.
El dorsal 8.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Habrá un minuto de
Barcelona
descuento.
really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort.